Alright, another video for you. Here we're going to be doing the David Freiburger didn't come up with it, but he's the one that made it really popular. We're going to do the Comet wash on this paint. As you can see, we've done it in one spot already. We did it up to here, but we're going to try and do that on the hood at least. There's still quite a bit of paint in here, so
you still see
yeah,
the original
you can still
case.
see the case logo there, but we're gonna try and do that. We're kind of bored right now. You should just get like a bucket with water so we can just dip the sponge in it.
It's like 20 degrees outside right now.
Well, not quite that cold, but pretty close. So we're gonna take this off and see what it looks like. I'm new to this Comet wash, so I may not do it right, but we're on a tractor here, so it's not really that big of a deal. Just take your Comet. More is better, but it's essentially just like a wet sand. Should really have a tripod for this, but I don't. So you just have to watch. Well,
We get 2 buckets. One's got water. And one's got water and one's got a bucket.
if I had a nice heated shop to do this, I would. But I don't, so. That, here you go.
Hold the phone?
Yeah. Well, you kind of want a slurry. You don't want a whole lot, but this paint's pretty tough, so. This tractor sat under a couple of cedar trees for about 54 years, so outside. It's quite miraculous. The paint is, I mean, it's not good, but for what it was sitting in, its conditions, I'd say it's really good. Yeah, it just needs a little love. The nice thing about this is it's not super abrasive. Obviously, if you're using this on good paint, you'll scratch it up, but this is not good paint.
Yeah.
So we got sap on it. Yeah, and that sap is our fault. Parked it in the trees. Didn't have that on it before. But I mean, there's a few specks, but parking it in the pine trees over there, nice and sappy. Yeah. See what that looks like. Looks like it's pretty bright under there, actually. Yeah. Been on the fence about painting this tractor. We know how to paint now, and it's just, ooh, yeah, that orange slime. Look at this sweat over here. If you kind of do a comparison. Where's that rag? It's on the flywheel or the belt pulley. Got to get the moss off first. There you can kind of see a side-by-side comparison. I mean, see the lines right about there. So, I mean, never be perfect. Yeah, it's never going to be perfect, but what this started out with like this, or like this, I mean, you're not losing. There's this much paint here, and this is just covered up by a layer of rust and outside elements. This paint, it's good right here. It's not just going to be bad on these original paint tractors. Now you get the 80s repaints, that's questionable, but this has never had the 80s repaint treatment, so any car people crossing over into this tractor world now, generally this era of tractor back in the 80s, you know, back when this generation that grew up on this era of tractors was around, they would repaint them. And farmer repaints back in the 80s were nothing special. I mean, you weren't blasting it, you weren't priming. Well, you might have primed it, but paint wasn't as good as it is now. And the 80s were slightly a partial tough time for farmers, so you didn't get that good of quality paint jobs. So there's a lot of these tractors that have fallen fate to the 80s paint job, which is...
They're pretty easy to see if they're chalky.
Yeah, they're usually chalky. If it's an international, they're usually pink. Or they've just faded out white. Oh yeah, that's going to be really nice. Yeah.
You might not start after that.
Yeah. See, John didn't go as hard on it up to this point. You still see a little line there, but we're just trying to get the moss off at this point. Do you want to keep recording?
I can stop it.
If you can do your outro. I don't know.
Well, we'll come back to it.
All right.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. Well, as you can see, we got it started to freeze up on us, so that's all we got. But it looks a lot better. Here's the line. But it's worth the effort, but we ran out of time and my phone's at 4%, so but yeah, here it is running. It helps a lot, but it helps to do it when it's not freezing, so yeah. But we'll be coming back to it. It might be later, but it helps a lot, so yeah. There's quite a bit of orange left in that still, so yeah. That'll be it for now. Thanks for watching.